Alright, we're playing 60 seconds again. Cause I was a freaking dingus. I've tried the last few runs of getting the military ending, like off camera, and let's just say it was not desired. I didn't know like I did know that you needed to bring cards, but I don't know. I'm not used to that because the last couple of times I played on Xbox, you didn't need the cards. Like, so I don't think you needed like the harmonica and like a flashlight and stuff. So that's why I got that because I didn't know you needed the cards. I'm really heartbroken by that because I just got done with a run and they needed cards and I didn't know that they needed cards. And, well, it wasn't good for me. Let's just say that. And I'm looking not doing good at all. Okay. Gas mask. Map. Radio. Water. We need... Where are the cards? Where are the cards? Yes, there they are. Okay, good enough, good enough, good enough. Whew. Okay. Did I even... Yeah, I got to me, I think. I think I got to me. Okay. You guys don't know how many times I restarted this dude. Well, I'm being so dramatic. I restarted it like 2 times, but still. I actually think we got everything that we need. Okay. Okay, I can work with this. We got an axe. We have a lot of water and food, so we're not gonna run out anytime soon. And random notes. Peculiar. It seems that the whole shelter has been shaking every couple of minutes, and it feels like it's getting stronger every time this happens. Here it comes again. It's way worse. It's an earthquake. Hold on to something. Are you serious? I always get this scenario. Why? The one time I get the flashlight and the gas mask, this happens. That's heartbreaking. Everyone okay? Let's hope so. We didn't make a proper inspection. That was one nasty earthquake. We never used to get such bad ones before. It's all because of the atoms. Definitely the atoms. No one should mess with atoms. No one. I agree, but unfortunately, we got our shit wrecked. Oh my god. Every new smell attacks our noses in this little shelter instantly. There isn't much we can miss, so when a single brick fell out from the wall revealing a tight opening, our senses were immediately invaded by a terrible stench. We should probably check out that hole and see what the source of that smell is. No. No. Because if you do, then someone gets sick. So, I don't want that. Just leave it be. Leave it alone. We decided to ignore the hole and the stench, and anything that might happen because of it. We've taken enough risk already. We ended up feeling a bit unwell, and later on we heard something moving in that hole. A few hours after that, the smell was gone. Exactly, see? Made a right choice. We never thought we'd live to see a dancing cockroach. We still haven't, but we saw one that was nearly as big as a cat. The good news is they've probably scared out any rats in the area. Bad news is, they are huge and will probably attack us when they get a chance. Boy Scout handbook. Just smash them. Good news everyone, the government just announced they will be dropping crates filled with supplies in our area. Finally, they are useful for something. We should head out to get to those crates as soon as possible. Grabbing some protection gear might not be a bad idea. I mean, I would if that earthquake didn't hit. But I had to save the radio. Oh, I'm so angry. It was way too dangerous to go out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. The static is so relaxing. I agree. I just love static. So relaxing. Problem is simple. If we don't wash ourselves, we'll get sick. Seriously sick. It smells really bad down here and doesn't seem like it will get any better over the next couple of days. How about we do something to fix it? I guess the ammo. Like, I don't want anyone to get sick because we don't have a med kit. So I guess that's the best thing we can do. I would choose the gas mask. We can't because the air spike. We can't do the gas mask. Oh my god. Today we met a bunch of people dressed in what looked like Halloween doctor outfits. They claimed to be a field hospital moving from place to place and attempting to help those hurt by the hazards of the wasteland. The problem is, some of their supplies got eaten by something that looked like a Sasquatch. They're asking us if we have any spare hydrogen peroxide. Yes, we do. I'm only helping them because if you do, then they'll come back and heal anyone who is sick or injured, so that's the right thing to do. We asked them for their doctor license, but all of them claimed that they left them in another pair of trousers. We didn't dare ask if it was just the one pair. We gave them a water bottle and wished them a good journey, and better luck with trousers. Yep, better luck to you, man. Timmy has been sitting there just staring into space. Is something wrong? Maybe it would be good to have a little chat with him. Maybe. I actually don't know. I don't know about this scenario. But like, I don't get it, because maybe he's just not talking because they don't want to talk. Even a word or two might be enough to brand someone's mood. Timmy seems to be better now. But yeah, like, maybe someone just doesn't want to talk, man. Like, why do we gotta make it such a big deal? What in the hell are those sounds? Are they coming from the goddamn walls? They're driving us crazy. Is something crawling in the air vents? Relax. Take a deep breath. We should probably calm down before we start tearing them down. Maybe try something relaxing for a bit. Checkers! Checkers! Oh, it's the phone call. Having some fun made us forget about... What was it again? I don't know. You tell me. Ring ring. There we were, thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again, when suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's the phone booth across the street. Should someone go answer it? Nah. I don't want to get the twin ending this time because we got it last episode. I want to get the military ending. So yeah, we're not doing that. It's way too dangerous to just randomly run to a ringing phone in the middle of a radioactive ghost town. We're not taking any chances. It took a while before the ringing stopped, and it was pretty annoying for all of us. I could imagine. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens, we've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when we... Never mind, the government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign of them. Say less, bro. Say less. Yep. We made contact. The military is out there and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio in working order. Okay. Okay. We felt like something was staring at us from the corner of the shelter. We think it's a rat, at least it looked like a rat on a very good diet. We decided we need to do something about it, or to put it more bluntly, it's either him or us. Well, guess who has the axe? Let's go! Okay, this isn't going awful. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Maybe. But you never know. I'm just gonna feel all of them. There was never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity in this new world of ours. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later and planned a trip outside. Before we could make the first step beyond the shelter doors, an unknown creature started growling at us in the darkness. We had only moments to decide what to do. It's Pancake the dog. And I don't have a flashlight, so I can't do anything. Dang it. Oh, Pancake. In other circumstances, we might have risked battling a beast in the darkness, but for some reason, we felt that was not to our liking, so we screamed and screamed with terror. The creature was probably more afraid of us than we were of it, so it left in a hurry. Oh, Pancake. Pancake. Whatever, it's okay. Toomey claims he couldn't sleep last night due to Ted's loud, incessant snoring. Ted angrily retaliated by making quips about the size of Timmy's ears, which enraged Timmy even more. He's desperate for a solution. What can be done about this? Checkers, I guess? There's a possibility you can lose checkers from this, but whatever. And we didn't, so they both seem good. Timmy eventually settled for jamming checker pieces into his ears. Not what the doctor would order, but it did the trick. He slept well, although one of the pieces is missing this morning. Is it still stuck in his ear? And more importantly, can we still play checkers without it? I don't know. But I think we can, because, I mean, the checkers wasn't lost or anything. We're either going crazy, or this entire shelter is crawling with little insects. Or worse. It's worse! They're spiders. And not some miniature ones, but huge, furry, very creepy beasts. We've got to do something about them. Boy Scout handbook, just smash them, you know? Go, bah! Very easy. We always knew books were precious. They are the perfect weapon for waging total war on insectoids of any kind. Fear will keep the local spiders in line. Fear of this scout handbook. While chasing them around the shelter, we found a misplaced water bottle. That was a good hunt. Okay. Well, we got water, so that's good. I feel like nothing I read made sense. But maybe I don't make sense. That's probably it, actually. A traveling salesman paid us a visit today. He introduced himself as Willie. Apparently, business can do well even after the end of the world. I mean, we have a card in checkers, but all he offers is 1 soup and 1 water. So, I'm not doing that. That's kinda... Nah. I'm not good with that, dude. Okay. Wait. Ooh, starvation. That's not good. We know very little about what's going on outside. It would be a good idea to find out more, maybe discover if anyone else made it to safety. A radio could help with this. Say, Les! Let's listen. Is the fallout outside gone? Please. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout outside is mostly gone now. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Let's go! That's amazing for us. In that case, let's send Timmy out on a scavenge. Because we really need a flashlight. We really need a flashlight. Okay. Send me out. Loki, I'm gonna send him out on with the Boy Scout handbook. If he loses it, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Okay, Timmy went out to the wasteland. Should I didn't feed him or anything. Whoops. Phone calls. Oh no. Okay. We had fought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. Seems it's ringing right now. We should send someone to go answer it. No. No. I'm not doing that. I hear the radio. Okay. Shine your boots and hoist the flag. The army is on the radio again. They were telling us to get our flashlight ready to signal their aircraft. We'll be flying over our area later this evening. If they see our light, they'll know where to look for us. I don't have the flash. Dude, I'm gonna go crazy. Last time I did this, they wanted the cards. And now they want the flashlight. Oh, I can't win. I can't win. I don't remember the military ending being this hard to get specifically. But whatever, it's okay. Oh man. The signal has to wait. Besides, do they even know how much flashlight batteries cost? Especially in this economy. Especially after it's wiped out. Dude. One thing you don't expect is a band of people all dressed in green showing at your doorstep and claiming they take from the rich and give to the poor. That's exactly what happened to us. Should we let those clowns in? They might provide some quality entertainment. No. I don't know if I'm considered poor or rich by 60-second standards, but I'm not gonna risk it. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Maybe. Like, don't go making assumptions about people, dude. During our latest expedition, we ran into a smelly man in torn-up clothing. We recognized him as an old bum named Jim, who used to roam the streets of our town before the bomb fell. Now, he roams the wasteland, and it looks like he followed us home. Now he's banging on our door asking if we want to buy a rock. Well, do we? No. That seems so useless, dude. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. We did the only reasonable thing in this situation, which is to shout really loud that nobody is home. The old man soon left and didn't bother us anymore. Thank God, bro. I don't want that bum in the shelter. We woke up to a dripping sound today and noticed that there's something leaking from the pipes. That green liquid looked innocent enough even after it ate for the table, and the chair, and the floor. Patching up that pipe is probably a good idea. I don't have anything, so I don't know. But nobody's sick, so that's good. We couldn't figure it out, so we just assumed that's what a regular pipe would do in the event of a nuclear apocalypse and decided to ignore it. We've been feeling a bit funny today, though. Probably no connection to the pipe. None whatsoever. Yeah. Whatever helps you sleep at night, man. Life in the shelter can really put a strain on personal relationships. Privacy is a forgotten, impossible concept now, so even if you wanted to clear the air, well, even the most private conversations are guaranteed an unwanted audience. Dolores and Ted could really use a quiet moment to talk in peace. How about a picnic in a nearby park? Bro, there's literally nobody in the shelter. Dude. You could literally just have it right here, and that would be more private. But Timmy's back. What did he bring back? I don't see a flashlight or a gas mask. I'm sending you back to the wasteland. Ammo. Bug spray. Suitcase. I'm gonna guess, bro. Like, what's up with people in this game not bringing back anything good? I'm so angry. I don't have a freaking flashlight, but I have stupid cards. I'm like, oh my god, dude. Whatever. We stumbled upon the remains of a bandit shantytown. Someone or something tore it down. Incidentally, amidst the rubble, we found a cat, licking its paws nonchalantly, surrounded by blood and dismembered limbs. As we made our way back to the shelter, the cat followed. We can now hear its paws impatiently scratching on our hatch. Should we let it inside? I mean, both of the endings I know from the cat require a lot of water, and we literally only have one bottle, so probably not a good idea. We don't need any more mouths to feed. Also, cats can't be trusted, especially in these troubled times. We ignored the scratching and everything was quiet last night. We guessed the creature went away. Creature? Oh, calm down. It's just a cat. Shit. I think, like, the cat's gonna, like, personally murder you. Jeez. Like, Sharkov is not that bad. Mysterious sounds are coming from our radio, but they're hidden behind a ton of static. Do we want to tinker with it a bit and find the right frequency? It could be something important, or it could be the opposite. Only one way to find out. No. I don't want to. You can't make me. I hear the radio. How about we put that radio to good use? Something might be on air even now. Okay. What's on air? Our radio broke? Why? Oh damn it, something blew up inside of the radio and the wretched thing caught fire. We were able to put it out, but it doesn't work anymore. No! Dude. This run is awful. Okay. Sleazy looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? No. Because that's the cat, and like I said, both of the endings of the cat require a lot of water or a lot of soup, but I don't have any of that right now. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. Yes, sir, we can. I'll call it junk though, it's literally just a cat. His family hates cats. We've been preparing for this Why am I reading this? Let's send out Pet. Because, why not? I would send out Timmy, but he's tired, so... Okay. What? Oh, I don't have any water left! Awkward. We saw something strange on our way back from the expedition. A chain of lights on the horizon pulsing and flashing in a chaotic manner. It didn't make much sense to us at the time, but when we discussed it in the shelter, Timmy said it might be a secret scout signal. He would need to check out the signal by himself and decode it using a scout book, okay? Like, I couldn't care less. We don't have any water, dude. This is giving me flashbacks to the first episode. Oh no. This is awful. Dude, he's gonna die. Open in the name of freedom came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? Yes. I'm desperate. Oh, dude, this is awful. Water? We got water, but Timmy left. 2 waters. But Timmy left. Yay! Dude, Dude, I carried that stupid kid on my back for so many days, and he's just gonna leave me? Shit. No. No twin ending. Dude, how unlucky is that? Okay. There's a man on our doorstep and he wants to be our friend. At least that's what he says. He looks harmless, although he has seemed to acquired an extra pair of arms as a result of some weird mutation. He assures us we will not get sick and asks for our help. If we can provide him and his group with some supplies, they would repay us by helping us fight off the next raiding party that comes our way. Should we accept his offer? I mean, I would, but I don't have any supplies. I have so many items in the shelter, but no food and water. So unlucky. And most of the items are broken. Both of these items have been broken since, like, day 3 or something. Okay, dehydration. We have a situation on our hands. There's a group approaching our shelter, and they don't seem like the occasional friendly scavengers you run into. Not at all. They look like they're out for blood. Or cans. Probably cans. This is a terrible time for humanity if canned soup is enough to turn us into monsters. Anyway, we need to defend ourselves. Axe. Right, it's... okay. Just wanted to make sure that Ted didn't just, like, come back. Ted, please come back, bro. Bring back, like, a working flashlight and a functional gas mask. Some axe action was enough to send those cowards running. Bet your ass they'll be back. Vermin like that are never long gone. They crawl out of the shadows when the night comes. Let's keep our axe sharp. But we lost our axe, so it's gone. Let it go. Starvation. We got scared a little bit today when all of a sudden our map just fell off the wall. Maybe our shelter is haunted? When the map fell down, it revealed some sort of safe behind it. We don't remember installing it, but we can probably crack it. Well, we technically have all the time in the world to do it. Should we try? Yes. Because, why not? Oh, Ted's back. Okay, he didn't bring back a flashlight, or a gas mask. One soup from the map scenario. 2 waters, hadlock, and I'm cooked. When conducting our daily supply count, we noticed that a soup can was missing. We were absolutely sure it was there just yesterday. That can only mean one thing. We have a soup thief among us. Now we just need to figure out who the culprit is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. If it's nothing about the military, I don't care. Whatever happened to our precious soup, we'll let it go. 1 can isn't worth the drama and arguments that would ensue, and we really don't have enough evidence to figure out who did it. Maybe we just made a mistake when counting? We'll never know for sure, but if someone did steal it, they'll be taking their secret to the grave. There's only 2 people in this shelter, dude. Like, I freaking wonder. Maybe Timmy took a soup can. Oh. A knock on the door is not something we take lightly these days. So when a man came to our doorstep today offering us a highly profitable game of cards, we weren't convinced. Is a bet of 2 soup cans in a card game a reasonable choice in our situation? I mean, I'm desperate, but I'm not that desperate, dude. Like, go away. It would be good, but... dude, I really want my flashlight and gas mask back. Gambling's a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We sent that man away. Good riddance. Both of your kids are dead. So, what are you talking about? Like, just gamble already, man. Uh, when we looked closely at our map, we noticed someone had written a set of mysterious directions in one of the corners. Yes, we're sending someone out. Dolores, go. Dolores, go. Dolores, go. Please, be a flashlight. We got more soup, I think. Gosh darn it, I don't care. Give me a flashlight. Played a game of list of things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who will do the honors of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? Dolores. Wait, no, Ted. Ted. I'm only choosing Ted because there's a possibility that they can get sick. So, yeah. I was right to choose Ted. Because he's sick. We got an axe, though, so... I mean, it's an okay trade-off. Our situation is getting worse every day. We can see the hunger and desperation in each other's eyes. We know a teacher from a local school rescued a bunch of kids when the bomb fell. We also know what kind of supplies are in the school shelter. As part of the community, we help stock it for an emergency. So technically, they're ours, right? Should we reclaim them in our hour of need? Loki? I'm desperate. I got a freaking achievement for that. Oh my god, we got a ton of water. 4 waters? We had to do this for the family. It had to be done. We really don't want to mention it again. How about we talk about something else? Soup, perhaps? Yo. Yo. Okay. When we heard a knock on the door this morning, we held our breath in fear, but we soon heard children's voices coming from outside. We decided to open up. It turned out the voices belonged to a pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies, but they have branched out and now they offer other items too. Smart girls. They offered the radio for the ammo? Yo! I'm taking that trade. Dude, that's actually a really good trade. It's like really fair. The girls were very kind and their prices were more than fair, so we gladly accepted their offer. How very clever of them to keep their business alive even after the apocalypse. We're impressed. I'm impressed. Dude. That's actually really good. How about we put that radio to good use? I'm not doing that this time. I'm traumatized. Day 45. Ted's crazy. Can you just, like, leave the shelter already? Let's not even bother with that radio. It's not like we're going to learn anything useful. Yeah. Starvation. That radio of ours has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news. We need our music. We all agree on that, and if it's refusing to cooperate, we need to meddle with it until it works. Bro, I'm done. I don't wanna... What's that noise? It's been 46 days, and we still don't have a working flashlight or a gas mask. Dude. For an isolated fallout shelter, we sure have a lot of disturbances. Something has been making a lot of noise since dawn, and we couldn't sleep. Excuse me. It seems to be coming from under the floor, and coincidentally, we just found a manhole that we could use to go down and check what's going on. I mean, I guess we could use an axe, dude. Oh, Ted got hurt. Or was he already hurt? What the hell? We barely made it out alive. It was a giant mutated crocodile, or an alligator, or something else with a giant mouth and plenty of teeth. Is anyone hurt? I mean, Ted's hurt, but really, who cares? Should we just let him die? Like Loki? Okay, I'm gonna send him out on a scavenge. Wait, no, that seems stupid. We didn't pack any razors when we came down into the shelter, and now some of us can be confused with a Sasquatch. A good, sharp axe might be a perfect replacement for a razor. I guess? Wait, but that's gonna get them hurt. I'm good. Dude, Ted's gonna die. Like, I know it. Dude, we are not getting the military ending. Like, dude. Am I being stupid? Like, we genuinely might reach day 100 before we do the stupid military ending. Like, in total, with all of my attempts, I've been recording for about an hour now. And I still don't have the damn military ending. There's a small, muddy pond in the park nearby. Too bad we forgot our fishing rod. Perhaps we could try to fish something out of the nasty water using the old suitcase. I guess, bro. Like, sure. I've never said yes to that scenario before, so... Wait, we got a flashlight! This is it. This is it. We're so back. We're so back. We're so back. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? No. Oh my god. Oh. Ted's not sick or injured. I think it was the doctors, right? Yeah, when the group dressed in lab coats came over a while back asking for water, we had doubts about their identities. But no more. They came back today and gave us some injections. We don't know what it was, but we already feel so much better. And all the colors are so bright. Hooray. Dude, I can't believe we got the flashlight. I'm so happy. Like, you guys don't understand it. Flashlight. Okay. Let me calm down. We were able to catch the military broadcast again. This time, they're asking us to get out with a flashlight and signal to their plane after it gets dark. If all goes well, they'll be able to find us. Sounds like we'll be leaving soon. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy. Finally. Everything was going as planned, but then the flashlight stopped working. We were able to get it fixed just in time to hear the distant roar of plane's engines. We're pretty sure the pilot saw us. Let's see if they get back to us. They get back to us soon. I mean, we do have soup and water, like a lot, so... Someone is at the door. We're a bit scared, but maybe it's the friendly face of an American soldier. Should we open? Nah. Because I don't think we did everything that we need to do for the military yet. So why would there be someone at the door? That doesn't make any sense. Starvation. Enough of this plain, tasteless water. Dolores is really craving a cup of coffee. Real, true, blue American coffee. The kind that you can drink 5 cups of and still feel sleepy. But where are we going to find that in this wasteland? Well, Dolores' favorite diner is, used to be a few blocks away. Maybe someone should go on a coffee run, but who? Ted? Because, yeah. Can we get an ending soon, dude? Our volunteer came back empty-handed. Apparently, the diner is just now a sad hole in the ground with some seats lying around. What a letdown. What a letdown indeed. So disappointing. So this is what it's come down to. Sitting idly in the shelter with very few supplies and a growing sense of impending doom. If only there was something we could do about it. Like breaking into our neighbor's shelter, yeah. I'm down. Let's do it. Come on. The twins are not coming for us. We're cooked. Like, we're cooked on the twin ending, but we get everything else. We went, got what we needed, and came back. We're sure that group will do just fine. Most probably. Yeah, absolutely. And they're both crazy right now. Yeah. How amazing. Today we were visited by a strange-looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. He insisted his prices are so low that it's practically like cutting his own throat. The least we could do was take a look at his offer, although for some reason we don't really trust him. They offered a medkit for the map? Wait, but we need the map for the military ending, right? I don't know, am I going crazy? I could have sworn we needed the map. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Ammo for the checkers though? I mean, yeah, we could risk the checkers. We have the cards anyway. So let's do the ammo. Let's go. Okay. The weird man tried to make us buy fried cockroaches on a stick covered in some mysterious sauce. These snacks looked pretty disgusting, so we turned them down, but we bought something else for him. He looked a bit disappointed. Okay. Like, my bad, I don't want to eat your cockroaches. Jeez. We've discussed everything we could, and no one is willing to chat anymore. The silence is really disturbing. We should do something before we start talking to ourselves instead. Sure. I swear to God, if the radio breaks. Okay, they didn't break. Look at our favorite couple, they're both crazy. Oh my god. So cute. Okay. We're just hungry. Ever since we jumped into our fallout shelter, we've been wondering about that other door in the shelter. Should it even be here? Where does it lead? It's high time we checked it out. Flashlight. Flashlight! No stun until... Oh, I got an achievement. Our radio? Our map, sorry. Our map? Every day, Ted is becoming more and more absent-minded. Since early this morning, he has been completely committed to reading a newspaper, or rather something that he seemed to think was a newspaper, or toilet tissue. He seemed very interested in it, so we didn't want to drag him away from his reading. He had to answer a call of nature, but then he accidentally reached for a map. Suffice to say, it's unusable now. Absolutely unusable. However, Ted didn't seem to be very bothered by it, and when we tried to make him realize what he'd done and take back the toilet paper, he just muttered that he might lend it to us when he's finished. Ted, you suck, bro. Ted. You're not getting any food, dude. I'm giving the all to Dolores. Oh, Dolores is crazy too, right? What? I've never seen the layout like this before. That's weird. That's so weird. We're really, really worried about Dolores. She seems very agitated, and this is not good in her fragile state. She always used to be a very calm person, and now we're afraid to be in the same room as her. If she had a solid pan, she wouldn't hesitate to take a good swing at someone. This might be good if anybody attacks us, but for times of peace, this is far from ideal. Do we try to talk it out? The alternative is to just let it be, but that might be the last mistake we ever make. Okay, so I know if you say yes to this scenario, then there's that possibility that Dolores hurts someone, so I'm not doing that. And she's good. She's normal. That's exactly what I want to see. Occasionally, all we need is time to heal wounds, both physical and mental. Dolores seems better, and we do hope it will stay this way. It's good to have her back to her true self. Yeah! Yay! Away! Dehydrated. few more hours of coughing and we'll get used to it. Our ventilation fans have halted and no fresh air seems to be circulating from the shelter. We have to fix it before we suffocate like rats trapped by a very professional and very cruel rat catcher. I remember, I think, using the scout handbook and someone getting sick, so I'll just use the bug spray. For good measure. For good measure. We decided to spray the hell out of that vent, just to be on the safe side. Turned out it was the right thing to do. A couple of mutated insects fell out, followed by a gust of fresh air. That's so gross. Whatever. We had the most curious visitors today. One of them was making the sound of a galloping horse using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. They claimed to be on a very important quest to seek some magical cup, only they lost their way in the wasteland. They asked permission to have a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. I don't have a map. Oh my god. His stupid head decided to piss on it. We couldn't contain our laughter, and our guests took offense. They ran off shouting that our ancestors were rodents and smelled like forest fruits. How rude. How rude indeed. The Ted is deranged. He's deranged. Jeez. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice. A voice speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear, what if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it, but what about I'm gonna start. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice. A voice speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear, what if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it, but what about the children? There's no children in the bunker. It's literally just you and Dolores. So what are we getting at? We were relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't Soviets we heard. Turned out it was Canadians, which isn't that much better. Either way, they're foreigners. I still can't say that word. And we couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. How disappointing. I can't understand what I'm saying, so we're in the same boat. Another radio broadcast from the military was a huge shock for us. Not only did they postpone our rescue, but they also ordered all survivors to get rid of their firearms. Are they nuts? How are we supposed to defend ourselves? It would better be worth it. I guess, bro. I guess. I don't think I ever got that scenario on Xbox. We decided to follow military orders and got rid of our rifle. We did so with a heavy heart, but if that's the price of getting to safety, we pay it gladly. That doesn't mean we'll never get another one, though, so... Dehydrated. Someone paid us a visit today. It was an overly cheerful, red-haired woman, accompanied by a grumpy-looking mercenary type who was probably her guard. She told us she was a trader and eagerly showed us the items she'd brought along. The checkers for the cards. I mean, that's a fair trade, but why would we need the checkers? I mean, the cards would do just fine, so... Jeez, we have been for a lot of days. However, it was hard to turn her down because of that damn cheerfulness, but we did it anyway. The woman seemed a bit disappointed and tried to offer us schematics for some weird gun. We turned that down too. It's not like we have any tools around here anyway. Yeah. Okay. We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but with a colony of them growing on one of the walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Should we eat them? No. I refuse. Okay. We may be hungry, but there are just some things we will never eat. Wall fungus is one of them. Yeah. That's exactly my thought process as well. I think I'm gonna send them out on a scavenge. Well, Ted at least. Because, I don't know, we're kind of running low on soup. Excuse me. But yeah, we're kind of running low on soup, so might be for the best. Also, I don't want him to damage something again, so send Ted out. I don't have faith in him. I really don't. There's one person we truly miss. It's our great uncle Terry. He used to tell brilliant stories about turtles, elephants, and wizards. It would be so reassuring to hear one of those stories again. And yet, we don't even have a photo of him. Just memories. Yes, we do. The only reason I'm doing this is because if you don't, it decreases their sanity. And Dolores is the only sane one so far, so... Bingo! Our scout handbook holds more than a ton of knowledge useful in times of apocalypse. There are some photos stuck in between its pages along with some crosswords. We are saved! Only a few of them are solved. Nice. Alright. We had some spare ammunition, but now it's gone. We don't know how or when. It must have been misplaced. We need to find it, and soon. Well, guess who has a flashlight this time? And a harmonica. Let's go! We got the ammo. Nice. Sometimes a sudden urge to play an instrument takes over us, to create beautiful sounds to be shared with the world around us, to sing and play and have cute mutated animals come to our feet to listen, like a post-apocalyptic Snow White. Shall we? Sure. Let's do it. Oh yeah, the gang is here. Mutant cockroaches. Let's go. Be careful what you wish for. After a few minutes of playing, a small group of mutated cockroaches jumped out of the cracks in our walls and started moving to the rhythm of the song. They ran around in circles and shook their little antennae. It would be adorable if they weren't so disgusting. What are we supposed to do with them now? I don't know. They're kinda cute. The funky roaches haven't really left us. To be fair, they aren't causing that much trouble. They even seem relatively friendly and curious. Just this morning, when we opened our eyes, we saw them standing in a perfect line right in front of us, as if they're waiting for something. They're waiting for this music, boy! Oh, I got an achievement, Disco Roach. Let's go! What did we get? If you can't beat them, join them. We figured the roaches are craving more of our music, so we fulfilled their unspoken request. They started joyfully prancing around again, creating fun shapes on the floor. Then, all of a sudden, they all left in one line. We thought the show was over, but they soon came back in a group carrying supplies on their strong mutated backs. Insane! Looks like we made some new friends. Disgusting, mutated, radioactive friends. And we got one soup and one water. Let's go! That's awesome. As we were about to start a book club discussion on the only book we've all read, the phone book, we were interrupted by rapid knocking at the door. We found out it was a group of refugees who survived the blast just like we did. They were doing much worse than us and begged us to provide them with any water, food, or medical supplies we could spare. I have more water than I do soup, so there you go. Okay. There was another military announcement on the radio. The soldiers are nearby and ordering a single person from each survivor group to meet them and outline the group's situation. This is a bit odd. We do hope they mean well. It's still pretty much the only thing we can do, so it's probably worth sending someone over. I wonder. Dolores, obviously. We made it to the meeting. The serious-looking soldier asked us a few questions, made some notes, and told us they would get back to us. We can only hope we made a good impression. Too bad our Sunday best didn't make it through the explosion. Too freaking bad. A woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel, provided that camels have 5 legs. The animal is carrying a pack of goods for trade. 4 waters for 1 radio? Like I said, bro. That's awful. That's some awful trades. Nothing. I'm not giving you shit. Okay. Day 75, bro. Ted died. I knew it, dude. I was not, like... Sorry, I lost track of my thoughts. Anyway, we were about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that, when we heard someone knocking on the door. Seems to be a trader who is very interested in ammunition. How about that? I guess, bro. Like, I guess. Oh, he gave us soup. Our visitor was happy to get some ammunition. In return, he offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something is always better than nothing. I agree. Okay. You would expect the post-apocalypse to be a time of peace and quiet, since, you know, most of the people aren't around anymore. Yet here we have someone at the door. When we opened it up, we encountered a strange-looking man in a blue jumpsuit who asked us to trade him a water chip. A water chip? What in the hell is that? I don't know. What is a water chip, dude? Okay. We were sorry to explain that we didn't know what a water chip was and that we didn't have one. He thanked us in a few short words and left. Okay. At breakfast, we heard a knock on our door. It was a man with a rather excessive amount of number of arms. He had told us his group was having a hard time finding supplies. Wherever they would go, they would get shot at first sight and ask questions later. It's probably because of their appearance. The friendly mutant presented us with an offer. In exchange for some supplies, his folk would escort us on our expedition and make sure we come back home safely. That is actually really good. Because we don't have any people with us. So, if Dolores did get sent out on her own, then we might get locked out of the shelter. So, we were relieved when the man assured us that his condition is not contagious. We gladly took his offer and we're actually looking forward to our next expedition. Nice. It's hard to keep track of time down here. We can't tell if it's night or day. Our sleeping patterns are messed up. These terrible light bulbs are not helping. Too bad we can't replace them. There has to be something else we can do about this. I don't have a med kit, so... better like next time. Okay. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or 2 of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. Yeah, I don't know about that, big dog. Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now, he just wants supplies, and he says he will reveal some state secrets to us in return. No. Get out of here. As a rule, we don't trust door-to-door salesmen, especially one who attempt treason. We told him to go back to whatever planet he dropped to Earth from. He got angry and stormed off, mumbling something about how our souls are going to get devoured by alien Lord Zonter. Poor guy, he seemed very confused. Astro Citizen is from 60 parsecs, by the way. You guys didn't know that? Pretty Ooh. During the night, we heard some suspicious sounds coming from behind our door. When we peeked out in the morning, we saw a leather suitcase. It has no address or name on it, but we're pretty sure it's meant for us. Should we open it? No. Jeez, I've been recording for an hour. Okay. Yikes. And I still haven't gotten the stupid military ending. Could use some extra supplies. The last time we went on a supply run, we noticed a damaged tank stuck in the rubble nearby. How about we send someone to investigate? No, because if you do that, then it has a possibility of killing someone, so... Seeing as Dolores is literally the only person in this shelter, we don't want that. We're closed off in a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of the local retirement home. They must have some supplies, and in our opinion, we need them more. The well-being of your family is the most important thing in the world, right? Dude, your family's dead. But, I'm not gonna do that this time. Because, I don't know, I'm not feeling good. Not feeling lucky. We were admiring the radioactive landscape when we saw a young woman dressed in ragged camo clothing. She had a nasty-looking rifle, but she hailed us in a polite enough manner. She claims to be a hunter, tracking a big mutated spider. She ran out of ammo and told us that if we were to help her out, she would pay us back in a while. I don't have any ammo, so good luck. Yikes. Dehydration. Someone isn't at the door. We cannot hear what they're saying, but they have been banging on it like crazy. Maybe it's good news, maybe it's bad news. Should we open the door? Yes. Military. I think. Yes! Finally! Let's go. We finally got the military ending after an hour of recording. Jeez. We've waited a long time for this morning. Words can't express how we felt when we saw these soldiers enter our humble shelter. We're safe, finally safe. What will tomorrow bring? We don't know, but it's sure going to be better than this. We survived for 80 something days. Finally. Jeez, dude. 85 days. Oh my freaking goodness. I am so glad we finally got the military. Why did that take so long? I don't know. Okay, but everything aside, we got the military ending. Nice. So, leave a comment. Tell me guys, what endings do you guys want to see next? Because we got the twin ending, we got the military ending. There's a cat lady ending, I think. There's the doctor ending, and there's also the men in black ending, like the VIP ending. So, tell me what ending you guys want to see me do, and I will try my best. With that out of the way, comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, or maybe don't do any of those if you don't want to. I won't take it personally. I appreciate you for watching. Bye!